Hey, this is Katie. Welcome to another episode of my Car Basics series. Today I'm going to be talking to you about air filters. How do you change them? How do you know when you should change them? And what are some warning signs that you should look out for if you see this on your air filter? So stay tuned because today you're going to get to see 3 different air filters. To do is pop the hood. Now this box right here is your air filter. You're going to have something similar. How you locate yours is you're going to notice there's a hose attached to it that goes into your engine bay, and it usually has a big box just like this one. So just pull these clips off like this. Usually at least 2, if not 4. This one has hinges on the back, so it should just literally pull open. But before we do that, we need to just loosen up this air hose. I want to loosen up the screw. Okay, that should be loose enough, but I'm going to do just a little extra. A little bit. There we go. Now we should be able to hopefully slide this out of the way, lift this up. There we go. Air filter. So I'm going to go ahead and just pop this guy out so you can see it. We got the air filter. Looks like this has been cleaned pretty recently. A little bit of dirt on the back side. I wouldn't worry too much about replacing this one right now. So I'm going to go ahead and just load that back in there. So this one, standard air filter. I see some dirt. Nothing I'm really concerned about. Super easy and quick to check. Make sure that your air hose is lined back on this notch if you have one. Tighten up your set screw and reclamp your air filter box. And this is an example of one I would change. So if you look closely, you can see lots of grass, bug parts, dirt particles. So this is one that on top it looks good, but on the bottom you can tell it's dirty and it's time to replace. And when you are checking your air filter, this is also a good time to check the condition of your hoses. So on my Toyota Celica, for example, I'll show you a few issues that you should address right away. Did you see that? And it's completely broken. Temporarily, you can put some electrical tape or something like that around the hose and then reattach your clamp just until you can get your replacement hose, because you don't want loose hoses, you don't want broken hoses, because that's just allowing dirt to go into your intake and then straight into your engine, and that's a really good way to shorten the life of your engine. There's also a split right there. So this has 2 breaks in it that were allowing dirt to get into this engine. So I'm going to show you a red flag air filter. I opened up this air filter and this is what I found. I pulled this out and look at that. This is all oil. If you look at the back side, all that dirt and oil and even cheatgrass is just totally clogged in that. If you're seeing something like this happening in your engine, you need to, number 1, look or have your PCV valve checked out to see if it's clogged. And the other thing you need to be aware of is if it's this significant, you could have major engine problems. So in this car, for example, this car has a blown engine, and basically what's happening is that the intake is letting oil come back down and into the air filter instead of going out like it should. This could also be a sign of worn piston rings, and that's a really expensive repair. Another thing you can tell this car hasn't been well maintained is, look, you look here, it's completely busted. All of this is just a mess. This is coming apart, you know, the filter's breaking apart, there's cracks. So number one, totally replace this, or take it into your mechanic and have them check those PCV valves and do a compression test on your engine. The other thing I would do with this car, and in your car, is if you see a bunch of particles and things like that in the airbox, go ahead and take this time to vacuum those out. Thanks for checking out today's video on how to check your air filter and how to know when to replace it. The last thing I want to leave you with is that if you do need a replacement, you can go to any auto parts store and they can help you find the right air filter for your car. It's not stressful and it's way cheaper than taking it in to having it done by somebody else. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. And leave a comment below if you have any questions on your air filter or what kind of videos you want to see in the future. See you next time on Katie's Garage.